Hello and welcome to the SciShow Talk Show, that day on SciShow where we talk to interesting folks about interesting stuff. Today we have Dr. Amanda Duley, who is the head of brains at the Spectrum Museum, which is a children's museum?
Yes, it's a Children's Science Center.
And I assume that head of brains is your actual title.
Yeah. No, it's actually BrainLab manager.
You're the BrainLab manager. My ears. So I'm currently wearing, if you're curious, I assume by now that you are, a pair of ears. What can you tell me? What's going on?
So
on my
these
head?
headsets pick up your brain waves. So the cells in your brain called your neurons will tend to fire together and they create electrical waves. And these headsets can pick it up based on whether you're alert or you're relaxed or calibrating a little bit sometimes too. So we have the kids at the museum wear them and they just go around the museum wearing the ears and they perk up when they learn something new. So I thought you would like them.
I do so far. I tend to be in sort of a pattern, like a regular pattern, and then like actually when something happens, like when I change my state of mind, it will do a new thing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I don't really know. I was trying to make myself angry earlier by reading comments on my Tumblr, but everyone was being very nice, unfortunately. So. So I'm just going to wear these so everyone knows how I'm feeling.
These headsets pick up your emotions. We have other headsets that are connected through Bluetooth to the iPad, and you can play games based on whether you're relaxed or focused or zen.
Wow.
And that's pretty cool because it actually, if you can get the kids to relax, it's a pretty good technique.
I was trying to relax, but my ear twitched.
Yeah. So that one's connected to the iPad, but these you can just wear wherever and do whatever.
Right. No. Yeah. And I will.
Yeah.
And I am. So there's a thing touching my forehead here and also on my ear.
Yes, to ground it, yes.
Okay.
So the sensor does have to touch your forehead. So it's pretty dry in Montana, so sometimes...
Gotta lick it.
Yeah. We try not to lick it. We have a little cream out there, but yeah.
All right. So what do you do?
So I guess basically I am the translator. I have a PhD in microbiology, and so I translate complex neuroscience for the public of all ages. Mm-hmm. So my audience is, I get 2-year-olds all the way up to grandparents that come in to the Science Museum. So I do exhibit development. We also have a traveling brain exhibit that travels all throughout the state of Montana. So I develop exhibits for traveling. I also have a high school explainer program. So I have high school students come in, they sit at the BrainLab, and we have different activities every day that change. We have about 20 activities we rotate through, and they engage with the public. And we do things like zombie brains, electricity and reflexes, making neurons, plastic brains, all kinds of fun activities. And then we also have field trip program.
What you're just saying all sorts of things. So we got zombie brain. Don't have zombie brains. No, incinerate those. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
What is a zombie brain?
So it's more playful to learn about the brain if you consider what a zombie brain would be like. So we talk about like behaviors of zombies and what parts of the brains would be affected if there were zombies. I actually had a zombie brain camp this summer. And that was pretty fun.
2 weeks of talking about zombie brains.
It was just 3 days, but we did dress up as zombies, so I don't know if you saw us walking around acting like zombies. So
I don't think I did.
Yeah. That was pretty fun.
So you brought a lot of things, so I kind of wanted to get straight to it. I mean, obviously we've already started, but I want to learn more about what you've brought us. So show me things, teach me things.
Teach you things?
About brains in my brain.
Okay. We're hands-on science museum, so I can't go anywhere without my box of brains.
Oh, good.
So you
actually were just going to show off some brains.
Yes. So we have, we go through a brain guessing activity where that's a farm animal.
It's a big farm animal.
Yep. And some kids still guess chicken.
That's not a chicken.
And I say, chickens eat meat. That would be a big chicken. I'd run away from that chicken. So that is a cow brain, and I know you already know it.
Yeah,
so
you told me that before, so I didn't pretend like I knew. I would have. This is a cow brain. I can tell. When everyone here had already seen me ask that question.
And it's upside down right now.
Yeah, brainstem.
Yep, brainstem. And these are the olfactory bulbs right here sticking out, and they're quite large in the cow.
Oh, so cows do a lot of sniffing?
Yes, much larger than ours.
Why? They just eat grass.
They have to smell predators.
I guess.
Yeah.
And maybe you gotta pick good grass.
Yeah.
from bad grass.
Yeah.
If you're a cow. You
True.
don't want any poisonous grass.
And they're wrinkles, and that's my technical term for that. The wrinkles are a little bit different shape than ours. If you ever really examine a human brain, it's a little bit different. There's cerebellum here, which is involved in balance, fine motor skills that require precise timing, like speech. So when you're drunk, the cerebellum is affected. That's why you slur and you
Fall over.
Yeah. But theirs is a little bit different looking than ours. Or
Doesn't control their speech so much.
no.
Are there
But
any?
they have to stand upright when they're sleeping, right? So.
I think you do have some brains that I didn't
Yep.
get informed on beforehand.
This is another farm animal, so you can guess that one.
Okay. Oh, weird. I have no idea. What do I know?
You have to sing Old MacDonald and think about your farm
Is
animals.
it a pig?
That's very good, but it's not. It's close. A pig brain looks like that.
Okay.
They're very
You
similar.
wouldn't have been able to tell the
Yeah.
difference.
The only way I can tell.
Is it a sheep?
This is a sheep brain. Is the brain stem and the sheep is smaller than the pig. The pig is much wider, and that could be because pigs are huge.
My ears were very interested in that.
Yes,
Apparently, I found that interesting.
Let's see. This is a pet.
It's a cat.
Yes. Good guess.
I've seen cat brains before. Apparently.
All right. This is a pet or a wild animal that we have in Montana.
It's distracting for there to be a noise every time you think. I don't know.
They're cute and they're fuzzy. I have some in my yard.
Oh, it's a rabbit?
Yes.
A rabbit.
Sometimes I have to hop around and get the kids
They
to guess
do
it
not
right.
have any wrinkles.
No.
That
So
is
wrinkles are characteristics of larger mammals.
Okay.
And the thought is that the wrinkles allow for more information to be fit in your head.
More
But again,
surface area.
that idea might change as we're figuring out more and more about the brain.
Look at all these brains. Do you have a human brain?
At,
I would
at
probably
Spectrum
be
we
able
do.
to. Okay, but you didn't bring it.
I didn't, I didn't want it to slosh all over the place because I just walked over here. So, but we did find out because we're right next to the Flathead Indian Reservation that Native Americans cannot be around human body parts. So we had it out on the museum floor, and then we had to put it in the back. So we invite people. We say we have a human brain. If you want to come back and see it, it has to be in a separate room.
Cool.
So that was something we learned when we opened. And this is a wild animal. So a neuroscientist at the University of Montana knew I was collecting brains, and this animal got hit by a car. So he took it and he got the brain out for me.
Is it, what animals get hit by cars? Small mammals.
It's not a mammal.
Oh. Then I have no idea.
It's
Is
a
it
bird.
a bird?
It's a bird.
That are,
That's a northern flicker.
Oh,
so the brown
flicker
with the
brain.
spots that peck on your house.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, yeah.
I would have thought that a flicker brain would be smaller than that, honestly. They're not very big.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I feel like bird brains are small. They got little brains.
Yeah, they're definitely organized different than our brains. There's some pretty cool research going on. There's a guy at UC San Diego that talks a lot about the brain and how we talk about how birds don't have that cortex, and for humans we have that neocortex, or mammals have that neocortex where your visual processing, your senses, your smell, all occurs. And they're like, well, obviously birds still do that, but they don't have this traditional neocortex. So this guy was studying, he's found that the same neurons are there, they function the same way, they're just slightly organized differently. So it's pretty cool what they're finding out. Brains. But birds have a big optic lobe for eyesight. They have a small olfactory bulb, so they used to think that birds couldn't smell. Well, I don't know why they would have thought
What
that.
are those nose holes for?
Exactly. All right, and then this is one of my smallest brains.
This is just a vial of water.
Yeah, it looks like it. So what is small on our planet?
It's bugs.
Bug
Is it
brains.
a bug
That's
brain?
a cockroach brain, yep. That's a hissing cockroach.
So a big bug.
Yeah, like this big.
That way you can actually see it.
Yeah.
Huh. I honestly thought it was just a vial of water.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't drink
And
it.
most kids.
I guess it's alcohol.
Yeah, we'll say, I don't see it. And so University of Montana, they study fruit fly brains, and so I just I said, oh, the biology department had some hissing cockroaches. And I was like, oh, can I get the brains out? So I took it to the fly lab, and they're able to get the brain out.
Get the brain out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that was fun.
I want to see that happen. The person whose job it is to remove a brain from a cockroach.
Yeah.
Well, I feel pretty like I did pretty well.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. Along with the third graders too. Yeah.
All right.
But we have many more brains at the BrainLab, and so that's one of the first things I ask when you come. Have you been to our BrainLab before? And we get out all the brains and talk about them. But then we also have, like I said, we have fruit flies, and we have C. elegans, the nematodes. Mm-hmm. And the kids actually do experiments.
Do nematodes have brains?
They
have like an enlarged nerve ending.
Well, yeah, we call it a brain.
Okay.
303 neurons.
303?
Or 302, I can't remember.
I mean, is it the same for every individual?
For every C. elegans, yeah.
They have the exact same number of neurons?
Yes.
That is interesting. I would not imagine that is the case for people.
Yeah, I guess it would be a little different. Yeah, based on your experiences. But pretty much all the worms, maybe if you deprive a worm, but I don't know.
Get it real drunk?
Yeah.
Kill some
They
of
do
brain cells?
that, yeah. They do that. Alcohol experiments with C. elegans, yeah.
I love science.
Yeah.
It's like, man, we're studying nematode brains. What do you want to do? I don't know, get it drunk.
Yeah.
Just give it some vodka.
I'm sure there's, because of the legalization of marijuana, I'm sure there's going to be lots of
people smoking up nematodes.
Yeah, I'm sure that. Because right now you're not able to study it because there's so many regulations on how marijuana affects the nervous system. But
come on, how are we gonna learn?
Exactly. I also have some other fun things.
Okay, let's just keep going.
Keep going.
Tell me. Oh, Operation. I know this game.
This game, yes. It is not as hard as when I was little.
No, they made it way easier.
It's so easy. The rubber band was really hard.
I was really frustrated when we got this. I don't remember why we got it. But first, I don't like the art as much. I don't like all these new fancy, video game controller and headphones. Yeah. I'm like, but does it have batteries?
Yes.
It also made a much worse noise when I was a kid.
Yeah, it was scarier. So we have these, we call them our altered reality goggles, and this is all about how your brain can change and adapt.
You're going to make me puke,
and
aren't you?
people will wear these. There are scientists that wear them for months at a time, and they've taught themselves to ride a bike with the world upside down.
The thing that I've heard is that if you wear them long enough, your vision just switches.
There's only one guy that ever said that happened to him. Nobody else has been able to repeat it.
Oh, and that's interesting.
That's why we repeat things in science, right?
Okay. So I'll stop telling that anecdote for now, anyway.
You're gonna double whammy up there.
All right.
So first thing, let's see if you can give me a high five.
Just let me.
Yay! You did it!
I feel very accomplished.
So
hey, everybody.
You probably just made a new connection right there with your brain learning. So.
Oh, don't tilt. This is what I've just learned, is do not tilt. All right, so here's Operation.
Let's see if you can play it.
Just all about the brute force.
See, you're learning? There you go.
All right, I gotta get my hands on here. Okay, the brute force was better, I feel like. It was less embarrassing, at least. Oh my gosh. I feel very slightly nauseous. This is annoying. Can I borrow these? I want to make a video. I want to take them to LA and do the drunk upside down Operation Challenge with Grace Helbig.
You did, you got it.
I don't know where it went.
Got one. Yay!
Have you tried this drunk?
Drunk now.
No, come on. Where's your sense of adventure?
It already makes me feel like I'm drunk when I wear this.
It does.
And the kids will come in, and we do have other goggles that aren't quite as upside down. We call them alter reality, but they are drunk goggles. And the kids are like, "Are these drunk goggles?" And I'm like, "They're alter reality goggles." So it's all about making new connections in your brain. Your brain
Hey,
adapting.
everybody.
That should be your Christmas card.
Oh yeah, tilting makes me feel sick. I don't want to take them off though because I'm fascinated.
Yeah. So this part around the prism is actually, we 3D printed that on our 3D printer at Spectrum to make it more robust, because the kids would just drop them on the ground and crack them.
Freaking kids.
They've taught me a lot about making things robust.
What do you want to meet an animal?
Yes!
Okay, let's meet an animal. It has a brain.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Now we have been joined by Joy and Jessi. Jessi is the human, Joy is the bird. Tell us about Joy.
Joy is a macaw. She's a blue and gold macaw, and we don't know how old she is. These guys can live up to 80 years. And so we're guessing she's around 20, maybe, just because she's had about 5 homes that we know of.
Wow. And
the last home that had her for about 4 years. And so we're just kind of guesstimating. But macaws are one of the bigger in the psittacine family. So psittacines are parrot-type birds. So there's macaws and cockatoos. Hi. And then there's Amazon parrots, and there's parakeets as well. So macaws are, here, let's give her a treat. She's being so good. Here, this? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't, nope. It wasn't good enough. That's too much work for that treat.
You're fine, you'll come back down here. There we go. So macaws are characterized by this really neat, naked face. They don't have much feathers on their face there except for those lines. And those lines are actually as unique. I know, you went up on my shoulder, don't you? You went on this hand?
No, I went up on your shoulder.
I went up there. I went up there. Here, come here. There we go.
Aww. This is
Snuggles.
Good girl.
Just snuggle.
Yeah. So she's an individual. If we lined up a whole bunch of these, 100 in a line, not a single one of their feathers on their face would be the same. It's as individual as our fingerprints. So she's snuggling in like this because she's nervous. You can also see she's shaking a little bit. These guys are monogamous. And so she is bonded to me. So bringing her close like this and kind of snuggling her and grooming her, this is going to release some endorphins in her and get her feeling calm again. Good girl, Joy.
It's rough. Well, I'm glad that she found a place where she can feel comfortable.
It wasn't always that way. It took years. It took about 2 years for her to trust me enough to not put her in a dangerous situation. Huh? What do you think? Yeah, you're getting more comfortable.
And
Scooching down my arm again.
If she feels like she's in danger, it's probably dangerous for you too.
It is. It is. She has. Let's see if she'll eat a treat. She might not. What do you think, banana? It's like no. So this beak is specialized not only to eat, fruit like this, but to eat huge nuts. And let's go for her biggest, her favoritist, and see if she goes for it.
Wow.
You really gonna eat that nut? That is a big nut. Can you make that happen? You can crack that
She
nut
can
with
make
your
it
head?
happen in like a second if she really wants to. Right now, she's looking at all these things around here, and so she's only partially focused on that. But if you look at what's she holding it with?
Her paw is the word that I just...
claw.
That came to me first. Her hand.
Her foot. Her foot. Yeah, and she's using her left foot. She's left-footed. Oh. Yeah, and so do you know what that indicates in the brain?
You can tell me.
Just higher intelligence. So an animal that is, we call it handedness. I guess it's footedness.
Not that she's specifically left-footed, but that she has handedness at all.
She has her footedness.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it translates to that.
I was going to say, all my left-handed friends out there are like, I knew I was more intelligent.
Okay, sorry. Well, because she has handedness, it indicates higher intelligence. Because they have 2 hemispheres, they're actually just using one to focus on the task at hand, and they can use the other hemisphere to focus on other tasks. I know you're not into it. Do you want something easier now that you're actually into food? What do you think? Here, or you can poop on me. Here.
Either way.
That's not your favorite.
No, yeah, I don't like that as much.
Does she talk?
She there we go. She is not that great at vocalizing, but they use vocalization in the wild to communicate. Right. But her individually, she screams, "Mom!"
Okay.
And every once in a while she'll go, "Hello!" And it's kind of creepy because she'll never say it when you're in the room. You'll just hear this echoing, "Hello!"
Like,
Was that better?
is there a child trapped in here?
That's scary.
Was that exciting? What do you think?
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, they say parrots have large cerebellums to help with their fine movement of their
Okay?
tongue and beak.
All right. I think she's telling me she's done, so we're going to go ahead and take off.
Okay.
No. Or she'll take off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Come here, you. Hi.
Oh.
So thank you for bringing Joy in. You can find more of Jessi and we'll see what she does all day and all the animals that she takes care of at youtube.com/animalwondersmontana. If you're ever in Missoula, Montana, you can go to the Spectrum BrainLab and learn about your own brain and the brains of other people. And if you want to learn about everything, you can go to youtube.com/SciShow and subscribe. Thanks to all of our Patreon supporters. Thank you to all the people who helped us shoot this. And it's been a lovely time. Thanks.